My friends, buckle up for a geopolitical roller coaster that's about to make your head spin faster than a North Korean missile test. Meow, it seems that Vladimir Putin has found a new best friend in the playground of global politics, and it's none other than the world's most secretive weight loss retreat, North Korea. President Volodymyr Zelensky of Ukraine has just dropped a bombshell, confirming that North Korean troops are actively engaged in combat operations alongside Russian forces in the Kursk region. We're talking about 10,000 soldiers who've apparently decided that a Ukrainian vacation package is just what they needed to spice up their military careers. It's like Kim Jong-un's idea of a cultural exchange program involves sending troops to Ukrainian summer camp. I hear they're offering a special, all-you-can-dodge artillery experience. But wait, there's more. These aren't just any soldiers. Oh no, these are special forces personnel, 500 officers strong, who've been training at Russian bases in the east. It's like a twisted version of a study abroad program, except instead of learning about each other's cuisines, they're exchanging artillery fire. I wonder if they had to update their travel brochures. Visit scenic Kursk, now with 100% more artillery fire. Zelensky, ever the master of understatement, called this a significant escalation. Well, no kidding. It's like saying Godzilla stomping through Tokyo is a minor inconvenience. In his own words, Zelensky stated, "The losses in this category are already significant." He's urging for a strong global response, probably hoping the international community will do more than just write a strongly worded letter that Kim Jong-un can use as fancy toilet paper. Now, you might be wondering, Ron, why would North Korea send troops to fight in Ukraine? Well, my friends, it seems Kim Jong-un's diet plan includes a Ukrainian vacation package. Apparently, nothing says international cooperation like sending your soldiers to be cannon fodder in someone else's war. And let's not forget the economic incentives. Each North Korean soldier is reportedly earning $2,000 a month. That's more than the average North Korean sees in a year. It's like they've won the lottery, except instead of a tropical vacation, they get to visit sunny Kursk. But let's not forget the historical significance of the Kursk region. Back in World War II, it was the site of the largest tank battle in history. The Germans deployed around 900,000 troops and 2,700 tanks, only to face fierce Soviet resistance. Meow, it's becoming a focal point again, but this time with a twist of kimchi. I wonder if they've sorted out the kimchi rations yet. Perhaps they're planning the world's largest kimchi tank battle. Now that would be a sight to see. The Pentagon and NATO have corroborated these reports, which is about as surprising as finding out that water is wet. US and South Korean intelligence assessments confirm the presence of North Korean troops, with estimates ranging from 3,000 to 11,000 soldiers. But here's the kicker. North Korea is officially denying any involvement. It's like they're playing a game of Where's Waldo? Except Waldo is 10,000 heavily armed soldiers. Apparently, 10,000 North Korean soldiers decided to take an impromptu Ukrainian vacation without telling their boss. I hear they're calling it Operation We're Definitely Not Here. This whole situation is like a geopolitical version of a bad blind date. Russia, desperate for manpower, swipes right on North Korea's Tinder profile. North Korea, looking for some military tech upgrades and cash, thinks, why not? Next thing you know, they're sending troops faster than you can say nuclear proliferation. It's a match made in, well, certainly not heaven. The economic implications of this unholy alliance are truly mind-boggling. North Korea is set to rake in some serious cash, with each soldier potentially earning $2,000 a month. That's more than the average North Korean sees in a year. Plus, they're getting military tech upgrades from Russia. It's like they've won the lottery, except instead of a tropical vacation, they get to visit sunny Kursk. I hear the first cross-cultural training session was on how to properly toast with vodka without offending the supreme leader. But let's not forget the previous military cooperation between these two paragons of democracy. North Korea has been supplying Russia with over 1 million rounds of artillery shells and 100 ballistic missiles. It's like they're playing a real-life version of Battleship, except with actual lives at stake. In return, Russia is reportedly providing North Korea with older, yet still formidable fighter jets like MiG-29s and Su-27s, because nothing says "thanks for the troops" like some second-hand fighter jets. The international community is watching this unfold with a mix of horror and fascination, like witnessing a train wreck in slow motion. The UN Security Council is probably planning another emergency meeting. I'm sure they'll come up with a solution that'll have Kim Jong-un and Putin shaking in their boots, or maybe just using it as more fancy toilet paper. NATO officials are likely drafting statements filled with such strong language as deeply concerned and strongly urge. That'll show 'em. Reports suggest that these North Korean troops have already suffered noticeable losses. Apparently, they're discovering that real combat is slightly different from the military parades they're used to. Who knew that when the enemy shoots back, it's not just for show? It's like they signed up for a paintball tournament and ended up in the Hunger Games. The potential implications for global security are about as comforting as a porcupine in a balloon factory. This cooperation could accelerate North Korea's missile and nuclear programs thanks to access to Russian military technology. It's like giving a pyromaniac a flamethrower and hoping for the best. Plus, it could embolden North Korea to act more aggressively towards South Korea, because clearly, what the Korean peninsula needs is more tension. As for the logistics of deploying North Korean troops, I imagine it's going about as smoothly as a cat in a bathtub. Think about it. You've got language barriers, cultural differences, and probably some serious menu disputes. I hear the Russian commanders are still trying to explain that Rocket Man is not an official military rank. This whole situation is eerily reminiscent of other historical instances of foreign troops being deployed in conflicts. It's like the geopolitical version of "I'll scratch your back if you invade mine." From the Hessians in the American Revolution to the international brigades in the Spanish Civil War, history is full of examples of countries lending out their troops like library books. Except, in this case, the late fees are paid in international sanctions and global condemnation. So, my friends, how does this affect you? Well, unless you're planning a lovely spring vacation in Kursk, probably not much. But it might spice up your next dinner party conversation. Did you hear about the time North Korea and Russia decided to become besties? It's like the geopolitical equivalent of pineapple on pizza. Controversial, unexpected, and leaving a bad taste in everyone's mouth. As for future peace negotiations, I'm sure having North Korean troops in the mix will make things go super smoothly. Nothing says we're ready for peaceful dialogue like bringing your nuclearized bestie to the table. I can see the UN mediators meow. Okay, everyone, let's all take a deep breath. And wait, why is there kimchi on the negotiation table? In terms of specific roles, reports suggest that North Korean troops are integrated into Russian units, participating in infantry and assault operations. It's like they're the new interns of the Russian military, eager to please, slightly confused, and probably making a lot of coffee runs between artillery barrages. If you enjoyed this international game of Who's Your Dictator, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you didn't enjoy it, well, I hear North Korea is recruiting. Just remember, in their version of social media, the only button is like, or else. We'll return shortly with more updates. I'm Ron De Parmesan, and this has been another Newscat special report.